Namaste students, welcome to RHchemistry. Today I am going to discuss about solutions for third mock test of chemistry and the third and the last mock test of chemistry. So first question, 0.5 mole of each of H2, SO2, CH4 are taken in the container. A hole was made in the container after 3 hours. The order of partial pressure in the container they are asking. So order of partial pressure depending on the amount of the gases which are present. So remember, if the amount is more, the partial pressure will be more. So here, how to tackle this type of question is that, remember, here when the hole is made, remember, through the hole the gases are passing out, nothing but the diffusion you have to consider. So Graham's law of diffusion, according to that you can say R proportional to root of 1 by D or nothing but 1 by M. So therefore, amounts diffused out in the same time will be H2 more than, because molecular mass is less. Hence remember, rate of diffusion is more. Hydrogen more than methane more than sulfur dioxide. Hence remember, amount left is sulfur dioxide more than CH4 more than H2. Because of that reason, remember here sulfur dioxide partial pressure will be more. So the answer for this question is here, it is A. Second question, are in the following reaction sequence. A very simple reaction here, you can see that the first reaction, if you see, that is Friedel-Crafts reaction, CH3COCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So you are going to get the P as acetophenone. When acetophenone react with HCN, cyanohydrin is going to form, right? So that cyanohydrin, when it undergo hydrolysis, remember that cyanohydrin, when it undergo hydrolysis, you are going to get this CN hydrolysis to form this the acid molecule, acid group COOH. Because of that reason, remember, answer for this particular question here, it is B. Third one, Dettol is used as an antiseptic. It is a mixture of, very direct question, it is very important, chloroxylenol and terpineol. 4. IP is the name of the given compound. So start numbering from, remember, double bond carbon. So that numbering you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the naming, if you write 3, 3, 5, trimethyl hex 1 in 2, all you are going to get. So the answer for this question is 3. C. The next question, fifth one, an example of condensation polymer, very simple one, condensation polymer, remember. So the answer for this is, condensation homopolymer they are asking, homopolymer. Homo means same, only one monomer should be present, that is caprolactam in case of the nylon 6. So the answer is D. Sixth one, the Hinsberg test is done for this particular molecule. So that produces a solid that is insoluble 10% aqueous NaOH. So we know that primary amine react with very easily and the product formed is soluble, and secondary amine is insoluble and tertiary amine does not react. So by seeing the option, you have to select which is secondary amine. So which is secondary amine, if you see, the first one you can say, this nitrogen is primary and this is a tertiary. And here this is a tertiary and this is secondary. But here it is primary, here it is primary, and here it is a tertiary. Here it is also tertiary, which means the correct answer for this question is B. Remember, there is a secondary amine which is present. So hence the answer here, secondary amine is present. So the answer for this question is B. Seventh one, correct arrangement of the following acids in the pKa value. Always remember, pKa and acidic nature inversely proportional. If pKa is less, acidic nature is more. Out of these four, you can say acidic nature is less, pKa is more, right? So highest, which is having less acidic nature, if you say acetic acid is having the less acidic nature. So hence we can say first one should be more. Two options left, this option and this option. So out of two options, second you can see fourth one is there in the second, B. A, 3 is there, correct? So now 3 and 2, this 3 and 2 if you compare, or 4 and 5 if you compare, which is more if I see, then we will come to know 4 is more. 4 is more, remember, 4 is more than 5, because fluorine high electronegative. Hence remember, answer for this question should be B. So read this particular statement, you will understand clearly. So the answer is B. Eighth one, at 273 Kelvin, certain gaseous oxide at 2 atmosphere is same as that of the dioxygen at 5 atmosphere. Density is same. Molecular mass of the oxide. Here we use the formula PV is equal to nRT. We know that N is equal to mass by molecular mass. Correct? So in this formula what happens is, so density is the same, which means here mass by volume, when I take volume this side, remember, then remember it is here W by V, that is density same, R and T is constant. So then we can equate P proportional to 1 by M. So P is inversely proportional to molecular mass. Then P1 by P2 equal to M2 by M1. When you solve this, you are going to get the answer as 80. Which of the following description about FeCl is 4 minus is correct? We know that Cl is weak ligand. Weak ligand means it will never pair. So weak ligand always hybridization start with sp3d2, and which type of the orbital complex, if you see, both are outer orbital only, that is B option and D option left, both are outer orbital. Para and dia, when I say it is weak ligand, so hence it should be paramagnetic in nature. So the answer for this question is, remember, B. 10th one, which of the following thermal decomposition yields basic as well as an acidic oxide? Both. So remember, CaCO3, if you see CaO and CO2 is going to form, CaO is basic, CO2 is acidic. So the answer is D. 11th one, see this one. Which of the following order about their basic strength is correct? Basic strength is correct. Remember, basic strength depending on the number of the extent of donation. So in this particular case, basicity of the nitrogen compound attributed to availability of the lone pair of electron. So nitrogen is having more availability of the electron. After that, which one will come? So remember, it is depending on the second nitrogen attached, whether it is electronegativity more element or less element. So here you can see NH2, and here it can see NH2OH. Here N and N bonded, here N and O bonded, which means oxygen is more electronegative, hence it will withdraw the electron, hence it should be least as basic, and here it is in between, here it is more basic. So the answer for this question is B. Then acidic solution permanganate is, so remember, permanganate in acidic solution always going to give rise to Mn2 plus. Mn2 plus Mn, in this particular case oxidation state Mn is plus 7. Plus 7 to plus 2 means 5 electron change. So the answer is reduced by 5 electron, because Mn plus 7 to plus 2 is reduced, so by 5 electrons. The atomic number here in this case, so vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron is gone, which is having highest second ionization enthalpy. So highest second ionization enthalpy means after removing first electron, it should attain stable state. See here, in this particular case, Cr plus, which is having 3d5 state, half-filled state, hence remember Cr should be the answer. In this case, 14th, already answer is given, fine. 14th, how to tackle this type of question? You can see what is uncertainty of its position they are asking. So use this formula, delta x into delta p more than or equal to h by 4 pi. Then you can say delta p is equal to m delta v if you substitute. Then later, if you simplify that, you are going to get 1 by 4 pi nanometer. So the answer is D. Then 15th, which of the following order is not according to the property against it? So we know that bond dissociation enthalpy, F2 more than Cl2 they have given, but remember F2 is having very least bond dissociation enthalpy, that is the exception in case of the group 17. So hence answer should be A. B is correct, F2 is highest oxidizing, Hi is more acidic, F is more electronegative, everything is correct, but A very important, remember. Then 16, which of the following is least covalent in nature? Always remember covalent nature depending on the electronegativity difference. Moving down the group, what happens is electronegative difference increases, hence ionic nature increases. So hence on moving down the group, covalent character decreases. So the answer is BiF3. 17. In this particular case, which of the following undergo SN2 reaction faster? Remember here all are this is secondary, it cannot. Primary is more than. So primary this one and this one and this one. Now if you see out of these three left 1, 3 and 4, chlorine and iodine, which one is good leaving group? Iodine. Hence the answer for this question is, remember, C. For the properties mentioned, the correct trend they are asking. Say strength of Lewis acid BCl3 is more than AlCl3 more than JaCl3, correct? Yes, definitely it is correct, because BCl3 is having more, so the answer is A. But inert pair effect, if you say indium is more, down the group inert pair effect increases, hence it is wrong. Oxidizing property Al3 plus more anta heltare, but it is wrong. TL3 plus is more. First ionization enthalpy, remember, boron more than thallium, then aluminum. Aluminum is having least, not second one. So hence the answer is A. Then 19, number of tertiary carbon atom. See, this is the molecule which is given. So this molecule, correctly you see, I will mark that tertiary carbon atoms. So these are all the tertiary carbon atoms you can see. So round end LL hakidini, all those are tertiary carbon atom. You can ask me, sir, why this is not the answer. But here you can see one carbon surrounded by 4 carbon like this. So 4 carbon is not a tertiary, it is quaternary. Hence remaining all are tertiary. So hence the answer for this question is, remember, so 5. 20. In which of the following pairs of molecules or both are species of paramagnetic? Paramagnetic and diamagnetic, to calculate, I will tell you one hint in case of these molecules, remember. So remember that one. So always in this case, if electrons are, say I have considered 12 and more than 12. So if it is 12, 14, 18, even number except 16, that is paramagnetic. Except that 12, 14, 18 are diamagnetic. Remaining 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 19 are paramagnetic. Now you calculate. In case of the carbon C2, C is 6 into 2, that is 12. So leave it. So F2, 18, leave it. B option also wrong. C option you can see, NO 13. Cn is 6 plus 7, 13. NO is 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 13 means paramagnetic only, because both are odd electrons. So hence the answer is C. Isoelectronic pairs, very simple. All of this is the answer. You can see that all these are having 10 electron, Na plus Mg2 plus Mg2 plus F minus, and here it is 14 electrons, 14 electron in both the case. So all of this. In this case, very simple. X undergoes ozonolysis, reductive ozonolysis gives rise to I and Z. The hint is here, remember, Itard's reaction. Itard's reaction is possible only for the benzaldehyde. Remember, Itard's reaction obtained by benzaldehyde. So benzaldehyde is formed, correct? So benzaldehyde form agbeku antandre, that should be Y. Y can be obtained by Itard's reaction. Hence you can write that. And undergo disproportionation, they are telling. Disproportionation, remember, it is Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction undergone by only HCHO or C6H5CHO. Benzaldehyde or formaldehyde. So formaldehyde is going to form. So hence the answer for this question is, remember, so here vinyl benzene is taken, that is option B. Vinyl benzene is taken, formation of Y, that is benzaldehyde, Z is the formaldehyde. Then RbO2 is, remember, RbO2 is superoxide, very famous formula. Superoxide, and it is paramagnetic. Paramagnetic because in this particular case O2 is -1. O2 -1 means, remember, it is odd electron. See, O2 means 16, -1 means 17. 17 means paramagnetic. So the answer for this question is, remember, C. 24. True statement for the acid. Correct statement. Correct statement, you can say order of acidic nature. Generally we will make it wrong here. Order of acidic nature, remember, this is wrong. This is wrong. Remember, S3PO2 is more acidic than S3PO3 than S3PO4. If you don't know about that, also read all the 4 options. You can say this option, all of them are reducing nature, wrong. S3PO4 is non-reducing. All of them are tribasic acid, that is also wrong. But remember, D option, all of them are geometry of the geometry of phosphorus is tetrahedral in nature, it is there, right? So tetrahedral is all, it is correct. So hence the correct option is D. 25. The major product formed when 2-bromo-2-methyl-butane is refluxed with ethanolic KOH. It's a very simple question it is. The hint is, remember, ethanolic KOH is there. The always alkene is the product. Remember, alkene is the product. Correct? So which is alkene out of those? This is OL, this is OL, this is OL means alcohol. Option is only left is A. ಬೇರೆ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿಲಿ you can select the answer is A. But given, say, according to Sedgwick's reaction, alkene is the major product. So the answer is A. Then which of the following is a cationic detergent? Very simple here also. Cationic means, remember, ammonium. Ammonium is there means NH4 plus, that is cationic. So cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide is the answer. B. 27. Which of the following structure for nucleotide is not correct? ಬಹಳ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನ. ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್ ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯುರಾಸಿಲ್ ರೈಬೋಸ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಥೈಮಿನ್ 2-deoxy ribose phosphate, correct. But uracil 2-deoxy ribose is given. See, remember, so uracil is not present in DNA, it is present in RNA. RNA means ribose sugar, not 2-deoxy. Hence remember, option is B. Uracil is present only in RNA which contains ribose as the sugar. So answer is B. 28. Very simple. Biological oxygen demand is measured for organic matter. So BOD is less than 5. Less than 5 means, so remember, it is very good, which is usable water that is rich in dissolved oxygen. So more than 17 ppm means it is highly polluted water. So the answer is A. Biodegradable polymer, which are the following? Glycine and aminopicric acid. See, out of the 4, only 2 are biodegradable polymer. One is this one and another is PHBV. See, PHBV we will write para, something beta, valerate, like that you will get. So that is not the answer. So only one is left, that is nylon 2, nylon 6, glycine and aminocaproic acid. So answer is C. Remember 30, magnetic moment 2.84 Bohr magneton is given by 2.84 means, remember, in this particular case first digit indicates lone pair of electron. In which case lone pair of electrons are there? See here, very famous one, Ni2 plus, if you see 3D8 configuration, correct? So 3D8 configuration means it is always plus 2. So plus 2 means this plus 2 means 2 unpaired electrons are present in case of the nickel. So the answer for this question is, remember, C. When initial concentration of the reactant is doubled in the reaction, its half-life is not affected. Very famous one. Half-life is independent of the initial concentration. That is which order? Yes, first order reaction. A given metal crystal out of the cubic strength having a cubic crystal structure having edge length 361 picometer, there are 4 metal atoms in 1 unit length. So what is the radius of an atom? So it is FCC. FCC use the formula R is equal to A divided by 2 root 2. Or A is equal to 2 root 2 R. So different, easily simplify that, you will get the answer 127. So the answer is D. Which of the following statement is correct for reversible process in state of equilibrium? See, reversible process means delta G is equal to 0. So delta G naught is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K. So answer is A. 34. If the value of equilibrium constant for the particular reaction is, then at equilibrium the system will contains. Remember this value, what it indicates, it is very, very high. It is very, very high means, remember, reaction is about to complete. So the system will contain mostly the products. So answer is A. Only products or mostly products. Here very famous lanthanide contraction. Zirconium and hafnium has similar radii. So the answer is A. 36. Out of this statement, remember, COCN6 3- is true, they are asking. So now you can say CN, C strong ligand. Strong ligand means, remember, there is no unpaired electrons. It will pair up the electron, no unpaired electron. If there is no unpaired electron, when the pair up take place, remember, it should be low spin configuration. So answer for this question is C. 37. Which property of colloidal solution is independent of the charge? Very famous, electroosmosis, electrophoresis, coagulation needs charge, but Tyndall effect is optical property, needs light. 38. Which one of the following sets of quantum number is possible? Very simple question, very important question. So is possible. Which is not possible? Ms is equal to 0. Directly you eliminate this option, right? Remove that option. Next, remaining you can see 3. Out of 3, remember here N and L both are same means, so it is never be the correct answer. So here M is value more than the L value, so this is also not the correct answer. Hence the correct answer for this is, remember, that is C. 39. In which of the following compound does the central atom obey the octet rule? Which means 8 electron system should be there. Definitely this is incomplete octet, this is expanded octet, xenon is there. So SSCl2 should be the answer. The SSCl2 should be the answer, remember. For that the structure I have written like this, SCl, so yes, above that you can see 4 lone pair, 4 electrons, and 2 bonds means into 2, 4 electrons, so 8 electrons are present. So 39th answer is C. 40th, calculate the work done by 16 gram of oxygen has gas of molecular mass 32 gram undergoing isothermal reversible expansion. So isothermal reversible expansion volume is given means W is equal to minus 2.303 RT log V2 by V1. So formula you have to use that one. So like this, if you write the formula and substitute, you are going to get, see here N is not given directly. For that what you have to do, mass by molecular mass. Mass is 16, molecular mass is 32, hence you are going to get the answer, remember. So answer is here. So 28.32 almost, so answer is B. 41. Standard reduction potentials are given, the reducing power of these metals. Always remember, lower the reduction potential, andre more and more negative reduction potential, that is very good reducing agent. For example, lithium is very good reducing agent because it is having minus 3 point something. So hence remember, good reducing power is there for first Y is highest. So 2 options left. Then it comes Z because minus 2.87, then minus 0.44. So the answer is D. 42. Which of the following is disproportionation? Remember, disproportionation means the element should undergo both oxidation as well as reduction. So in this case, remember Mg is 0 and Mg here plus 2. That too you can see only one element, not at all possible, because disproportionation means product side one element should be there, reactant side two elements should be there of the same. So if you obey that particular rule, this is also not the answer, this is also not the answer. But here P4 means 0, minus PS3 means minus 3 here, NaH2PO2 means plus 1 here, oxidation state. 0 to 3 reduction, 0 to plus 1 oxidation. Hence remember that disproportionation reaction is B. 43 in a first order reaction, 80% of the reactant at an instant was reduced to 8% in 4606 seconds. The rate constant of the reaction will be. See, in this particular case, use the simple formula. R naught badly A naught anta tagondidini, A naught by 80. So now A naught is 80, I have taken not 100 because they only have given. If it is not given, then I could have taken 100, but they have given 80. So divided by 8, 80 by 8. So log 10 is equal to 1. So then if you simplify this, you will get the answer very easily. That is 5 and 10 to the power minus 4. So D is the answer. Which of the following statement is incorrect about physisorption? See, reversible is correct, multilayer is correct, but needs activation energy is wrong. Activation energy is more needed for chemisorption, not for physisorption. Hence remember answer is C. Then 45, the compound PTNS3 twice Cl2 can exhibit. See, linkage isomerism possible for ambidentate ligand, here it is not present. So coordination isomerism to possible, two coordination pairs should be there, it is not there. Optical isomerism, this tetrahedral or square planar complexes never exhibit. So the answer for that is geometrical isomerism. Cis and trans, it is possible for this. Which of the following is the homoleptic complex? Remember, homoleptic complex is the one which has same type of ligand. Here B option you can see triamine tetraaqua means two type of ligand. Here diamine chlorido means three type of ligand. Dichlorido bis ethane 1,2 means two type of ligand. But here the option is A because only one type of ligand is present, ethane 1,2 diamine. Which one of the following is an aromatic compound? Aromatic compound you can identify with the help of Huckel's rule. So 4n plus 2 pi electron should be there. We will write the structure for all this. See, structure of cyclopentadienyl cation, planar structure, correct, but 4 pi electrons are there. So 2n pi electron if it is present, anti-aromatic. If you have not taken my notes, I have given the link in the description box. You can download that colorful notes of handwritten notes by mine, that is freely by clicking that link which is given in the description box. Then second one, cycloheptatrienyl cation, if you see total 1, 2, 3, 6 pi electrons are there, so it is aromatic. So cycloheptatrienyl anion, if you see 8 pi electron, anti-aromatic, and this is non-aromatic. So the answer for this question is B. Which one of the following is not an isomer of 3-methyl-but-1,9? So in such question you can say isomer means same molecular formula, different structural formula, or you can say orientation. So same molecular formula means, remember here 3-methyl-but-1,9 means there are 5 carbon atoms in the reactant, whatever the given question, 5 carbon atom, right? So 5 carbon atom, pent is correct, but buta is wrong. So answer for this question should be B. 4-methoxyacetophenone can be prepared from anisole. See, anisole cannot undergo diamine, anisole cannot undergo Remer-time coal base, anisole cannot undergo Woods reaction. The only one option left, that is Friedel-Crafts reaction. 50. Which one of the following amines cannot be prepared by Gabriel-Thallimer synthesis? So remember, Gabriel-Thallimer synthesis is used for only primary amines that we know. So secondary amine it cannot prepare. So this is primary amine, this is primary amine, this is primary amine, but D is secondary amine. So the answer for this question is D. 51. Which of the following compound is most basic? So most basic means, remember, on nitrogen the lone pair of electrons should be available for donation. So in this case what happens is, in the cyclohexyl amine, this is the only case where there is no resonance, but in all these three cases there is a resonance. Hence remember answer for this question should be B. 52. The drug tegament. Tegament, remember, antacid, very famous and very important. Those acid, the drugs and the uses you have to remember, very important. Which method is used? Not correct for the refining of crude metal. Remember, distillation, zinc and mercury is correct. Liquefaction, tin is correct. Van Erkel method, zirconium is also correct. But Mond process is there for nickel. Remember, Mond's process is there for nickel. So nickel is not given, lead is given, hence the answer for this question should be D. 54. Conjugate acid of NH3. Conjugate acid of NH3, what you have to do? NH3, you have to make it NH4 plus, because always remember conjugate acid plus H plus, conjugate base minus H plus. So hence the answer for this question is A, NH4 plus. Which of the following is electron deficient? Remember, electron deficient less than 8. So SiH4, 8 electrons are there. Si having 4 bond. PH3, 1 lone pair and 3 bonds, 8 electrons are there. And C2H6, there are 4 bonds, so 8 electrons, but V2H6 is electron deficient. So answer is A. Then 56, Schottky defect in the crystal is observed when? See, Schottky defect, ion leaves its normal site is wrong, unequal number is wrong. So definitely you can tell B or C, out of 2, 1 is the option. So hence you can easily tell that C, D is the answer. Equal number of cation and anion are missing from the crystal lattice. So answer is D. Which of the following shows correct matches? In such case, 1 or 2, if you know also, you can tell the answer very easily. See, Kohlrausch's law, we can very easily tell that Kohlrausch's law should be R, because the lambda not M, whenever it will come, it is Kohlrausch's law only. Then molar conductivity you can say that is yes, because molar conductivity formula it is. Then specific conductivity you can say that is Q, and degree of ionization that should be here. So hence the answer for this question should be, remember, that is in this particular case the answer is C, 1R. Then 2s, remember 2s, so 2 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, so only one option left. And 3q, you can see only 2 options left, so answer is C. 58, the vapor pressure of the water at 20 degrees Celsius is given when 20 gram of the non-ionic substance is dissolved in 100 gram of water. Vapor pressure is lowered by 0.30 millimeter, that is mm means mmHg pressure unit. What is the molecular mass of the substance? So they directly use the formula P0 minus P divided by P0, W2 by M2 into M1 by W1. So substitute all those things, you will get the answer 210.5. So the answer is 210.5. C is the option. 59, the compound on analysis was found to contain C 18.5%, H 1.55%, Cl 55.04% and oxygen 24.8%. What is the empirical formula? For that, what you have to do, this table you have to do. So element you have taken first, then percentage, then atomic mass, divide that 18.5 by 12, 1.542, then 1.5, then 1.55, 1.55. So here you can see all are 1.55 only. So if you multiply with 2 also, you are going to get 3333. So simplified is 1111. So the answer for this question should be C, remember C, CHClO. Last question, 60th, assertion reason type. Assertion is the boiling point of 0.1 m urea solution is less than that of the 0.1 m KCl solution. Yes or no? See, boiling point depending on the number of solute particle. Urea and KCl, if you say, urea cannot dissociate, but KCl can dissociate. Hence, remember, the assertion is correct. Then reason, elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to number of species. That is also correct. That's why I told the reason. So answer is A, because if both assertion and reasons are true, reason is the correct explanation for assertion. So remember, this completes 60 questions of third mock test and the final mock test, and I will wish you all the best for the main CET exam. Till then, whatever it is possible from my side, I will help you definitely. So I have given the link in the description box, all the notes, at least last minute preparation. It is very, very helpful. So download that. It will help you in NEET and COMEDK exams also, that I can assure you. So thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.